Hey guys, I'm Sean Cheek of WebPianoTeacher.com. Today we're doing a song by Janis Joplin called Me and Bobby McGee. And we're going to do, there's some piano, some keyboard parts in there, and some guitar. We're going to kind of mix it all together and have fun with it. Well, let me put it on the keyboard so you can see that. Here we go. And go. Guitar. All right, there we go. So I'm getting my voice back, so that's great. A little bit more every day. Still can't quite sing yet. I feel like I could, but I want to take it easy. The doc said I didn't have any nodes or nodules. That it just takes a while to, as long as you were sick, it probably is going to take that long to recover. So that's a couple of months. So I feel like getting back every day, but I'm not going to push it. Okay, talking's great, talking's fine, but I'm not going to try to sing too much yet. So let's get to this. All right, we have a great song here. I have to admit, it's one that I didn't really know well. I think I've heard it before, but it's just one of those that I miss. I didn't really start listening to rock music until I was close to 30 years old. So some of it I missed, and this is a song I have not heard very much. So nobody can believe that. My little daughter, who's almost 10, it's like, you've never heard that, Dad? Anyway, so I'm getting to play this. It's got a lot of cool keyboard parts, some piano stuff we can do in there as well, plus guitar. You got to do some things where you can't hear the piano, so that's what we're going to do as well. I'm going to give you a lot on this free part one, since I haven't been able to do any lessons in a while, ready to get back into it. But you can get all the lessons on WebPianoTeacher.com, as well as download my sheets for this. They are extensive. I go through the whole song, okay? But let's get to this extended part one, see what we're doing. So we start with the guitar, and we don't want to have it too heavy. We just want to... because it's just light strumming, okay? Then it starts right there. So at the beginning we have G, D, G. Right hand has B, D, G. So I'm just going to kind of give you a pattern. If you play guitar, dun dun digga digga dun dun digga digga. So I just kind of play left hand, right, and then I go thumb. Kind of do my thumb on my left hand, and then the whole chord on the right. Bum ba da 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 da. So as long as you have that dun dun digga digga dun dun digga digga kind of feeling, it doesn't matter which notes you play, left hand, right hand, exactly. As long as you can kind of create that rhythm, okay? That's the important thing, is rhythm here. Like a rhythm guitar, they call it. So that's the most important thing. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. In each measure, I put 2 counts. 1, 2. Now, da 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 da. So the next one we have G, E, G, C, E, G on the right. As the guitar goes to a C chord, so da 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 da. Okay, so then now we go to G chord to C chord in one measure. 1 and 2 and so left, right, left, right, left, right, and then we're back to the regular G chord. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 counts for each measure. Okay, so this may take you a while just doing this beginning part. If you've never tried to play rhythm on piano like a guitar does, instead of trying to create a piano part that's going to sound okay, I like to try to just do what the guitar's doing, because the piano's the great copier of everything. It can mimic a lot of instruments. Not exactly, but it can get close. Okay, so 1 and 2 and try to make it sound smooth and natural, not choppy and robotic. And then she starts singing right here, and I'm not going to sing yet. G, D, G, B, D, G, 6 times. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so right there, you're 6 measures while the singing is going. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the next time, we go to a D chord. So right here, I'm giving the option of just playing the chord. Well, if you want to do that guitar fill, I'll put that in there. Let me kind of roll that there. So if you want to put that fill in, it's optional. You don't have to put that fill in on the top. You can just go A, D, F sharp and go 1 and 2, 1, 2. Okay? The singing does start here. The fill sounds like this if you want to do it. A, C, you can even flip that A from a G sharp, then a G, and then F, F sharp as we play that C again on the top. And then a D. And then you can roll it if you want. That's a common piano thing. So singing starts. Da, 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 da. 4, 5, 6. If you don't want to do the fill, da, 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 da. Okay, but the fill is, and then we're still on the D chord. And by the way, if you're doing this, you know, I'll hear people say sometimes, slow down. Or this is a lot of times if you're feeling that, this might be out of your wheelhouse right now. Maybe you're trying something too hard, too early, because it's just chord vamping. And if that's kind of new to you, we all have to start somewhere, right? There's no problem with that. You probably need to play some easier things first before you graduate to this, because I hate to see someone quit, not because they can't do it, but because they try to raise the bar and try something that's too hard too early. All right, so that's a main reason people quit their instrument, is because they try to jump up before they do all the middle work, okay? So you can hit the pause button, right? So you can always stop it and work on stuff. Some of you may need to work a week on just this rhythm guitar stuff, and that's fine. But just be aware of your limitations right now. You know, what we can do now is nothing compared to what we might do, you know, a year from now or 6 months from now. All right, so there's my little soapbox speech. We're on the D chord still. Da, 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 da. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times. Now, if you want to do this fill, G, F sharp, I hear the guitar doing that. So you can put that in there if you want. G, F sharp. If you don't know the song well, you know what I'm talking about. Put it again if you want. All right, but it's 6 measures, 6 times. And then, so the guitar goes. So that's another guitar doing it. Da-da-da-da-da. Those are fun to do on the piano. You can even put them up an octave. So put that up an octave if you want. Anyway, this is just like this measure was. Okay, so 1 and 2 and then. Want to do the fill? It's B, A, G, E, D. And that B has a little hook on it, which tells me to flip it from an A sharp. And then we're in it again. So, ba-da-da. I am going to play it all in a minute, but let's just keep moving forward. It's a good stopping place for you if you need a couple of days to work on this section. I'm just moving through, you know. But I'm here whenever you need. You have the video. So this is guitar, but I'm going to pianoize it a little bit. B, D, G, so 1, 2, and 1. So D, B, C sharp, A sharp, D, B, those are 6ths. That's a very bluesy thing to do. Right? The 6th like that. And guitar players can play 6 fairly easily. Right here, 1 and 2 and tremolo it. You just shaking the wrist. Whenever you're doing a technological thing. Oh gosh, there's one of those who are having an earthquake. It's we live in Waco and we live near SpaceX. You know, Elon Musk, and they're always doing that, you know, rocket testing or whatever, and it shakes for like, you know, 50 miles around. It's in McGregor where they are, but it shakes the windows. If you live anywhere near it, it just sounds like, you know, the world's coming to an end. And it's rattled some pictures down sometimes. So that it's far away. It's like 30 miles from me. But anyway, yeah. Seems like they're doing it more and more. Now back to business. So this is more guitar stuff. B and D, 2 of those, A, C, and GB. Okay, and the keyboard does some stuff. Just be patient. It comes in. It even has a nice solo at the end that we do as well. Guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg here. There's so much to do on this song. B, D, A, C, G, B. And I do recommend not doing this. A lot of you want to use the same fingers. Go 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. And then we go D, G, B, 1. Then E, C, 1, 2. So that's F natural and D. Then again, and then A and F. So I'm going to use 3 and 5 on the top fingers. Then I go to C chord, G, E, and left hand on a C. So, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's fun. So, and again, if you listen to it, I'm kind of taking a little liberty with it just to make it work on piano. E, G to E on the pinky. D, F to D to C, E to C. So you notice it's just this. So make sure you're in position. Okay, a lot of times technique involves, you got to have a good fingering. Sometimes if something's hard, it's because you're not using good fingers. Then it can just be hard because it's hard. You have to use that wrist. Make sure your wrist is never tense. I mean, this is an amazing tool. Look, our wrist can do, so many things. Just any rotation. Well, you need to let the natural rotation of your wrist happen anytime. Imagine if you had, like one of those ball and socket things that and it's oiled up so good, it's just so floppy, That's what you want your wrist to be like, to be able to let it move in any direction. Tenseness is what contributes to something being technically difficult sometimes. Okay, so you got to stay loose. So, my wrist. And you can exaggerate the motion so that it feels natural when you do it normal, when you take it back a little bit. See? So we play this again, 1, 2, and 1. On my left hand, I'm just CGC. I'm just hanging out right there. So da 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 da. You got to keep your hand locked in that distance. Hey, I shouldn't use the word locked maybe. I don't want you to get tense. So 1. That's too hard. Just do the top. Right? Just do the top. Then as we're holding that, we go to G. 1, da 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 da. C, A, C, G, B, G, 1. I am going to play it all in a minute. Hang on. Then a D chord, A, D, F sharp, left hand on a D. 1, 2, and let's see. 1. I think it goes to A, C there. And then a D. I can't quite see it there. So there we go. We have all of that. Let's start right here, okay? Ready and go. 1, da, da, da. Say 1, 2. All right, so now let's play it through, maybe kind of slow, but I'll go all the way so you can hear that, okay? And I'm giving you a lot of extra in this part 1. I don't usually give you near this much in the part 1, but I am today. Just felt like doing it. Okay, so back to the board. Let's go from the very beginning. 1 and 2 and 1. Singing, da 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 da, 2, 3, 4, ba da 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 da. Next line, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to G. Fill. there. And then we're at 49 seconds. So, gosh, I took you 50 seconds through it there. That's pretty good. There's a lot more to the song. Those of you who know it know there's lots of cool fills. I do every one of them. And especially the keyboard solo towards the end, we do that stuff too. Not as hard as you think. When you hear it, you go, oh man, I'll never be able to play that. But it's not really any harder than this stuff we're already playing. Not too much. Okay? So webpianoteacher.com. I'll see you guys there. Talk to you later.